Hey, this is Riley from Allegaeon, and you're listening to the Metal Teddy Bear Experience with Chris.
Welcome back to the Metal Teddy Bear Experience here at 90.3 WMSC over Montclair. This is your host, Chris, and I'm here at Summer Slaughter, and I'm here with the band Allegaeon with Riley and Greg. What's up, guys?
Not too much, man.
I'm really stoked that you said that right. And I'm really sad that this is not a visual interview because you would get to see Riley's amazing shirt that I think all your listeners would love to see because I see it and I'm loving it.
Visual story time. It's black with white palm trees on it.
It has palm trees.
It also has a collar that I refuse to keep buttoned down.
Someone unbuttoned you the other day.
Michael Torres, our sound engineer,
really?
unbuttoned me the other day. He says, You look too prof. You look too prof, man. You can't. You gotta keep it cash. Keep it easy.
We sing about science.
And I was like, Don't talk to me about casual, easygoing.
You're fired.
And so, you're working awesome shirt right now, Arsis.
I love Arsis.
Yeah, Arsis is great. I actually just saw. Actually, no, not saw. It was like 2 years ago. I saw Arsis, but I felt like not too long ago.
You know, it's really funny. I went through like voicemails on my phone, and I have more voicemails from James Malone from Arsis than anyone else.
Really?
And I just say
funny ones or just
you know,
contact
hey,
you?
how you doing? I love that man.
Yeah,
James Malone.
The wind out here. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so we're here at Summer Slaughter. Have you guys ever played Summer Slaughter before?
No.
No? So first time. So what's the experience like?
It's good, man. It's cool hanging out, meeting all these other bands. You know, working with a lot of really talented artists, and you know, getting to see the country. You know, yet again, we've done lots of U.S. tours, but it's always fun seeing, you know, returning fans and, you know, meeting new ones, making new fans. It's cool with a lineup this diverse. You know what I mean? Like, people who would otherwise have never heard of us, you know, are coming out to the shows and seeing our sets and being super stoked. So it's been a really cool experience so far.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about that, how diverse it really is. Because like last year, I felt was very tech death.
Yeah.
You know, and then you had Black Dahlia Murder, who was like, you know, death metal and all that. But like, still the whole time, this time, I feel like you have so many different bands, like Terror Universal. They stand on their own. I feel.
Yeah.
Era right now has their own sound. It's like really cool. And then you guys, all science and stuff. Which my friend is a physics major, and he like loves your lyrics.
Nice.
he like loves that stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what bands have you been checking out on Summer Slaughter? It's only a weekend, right? For you guys?
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a huge Surreption fan. So
Yeah.
seeing them has been awesome.
Surreption's been really cool. I've been hanging out with the Era dudes a lot. Really cool guys.
Yeah.
Because
You know.
Entheos, we've toured with them before, so it's cool to watch
And
them.
I was so happy I was able to catch them. Because I've been doing like, you know, other interviews and stuff. I was like, please, I don't want to miss you guys.
Yeah, Entheos is rad.
Chaney filled in.
Yeah, Cheney filled in for the first 2
two
days.
shows.
I was attending my sister's wedding in California, so had her cover the first couple days, and she did a really good job. From all the videos that I've seen, looked really cool.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome. I think the last album was dark. There's like everything going on here today.
Yeah, right.
Sayreville, New Jersey, everyone. Starland Ballroom. Okay, so I just went to Warped Tour, the last Warped Tour. You know, it's like over and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it just had me thinking, like, all these like tours are like over. Mayhem Fest is gone. Uproar is gone. Warped Tour is gone. And it's like, do you think Summer Slaughter can take that position of like being the next touring festival?
Yeah, I mean, I think that like for stuff like that, like consistency is the name of the game. You know what I mean? And while it's cool to see like diverse lineups on Summer Slaughter, I think that if they're trying to move into the, you know, fill the shoes of something like Warped Tour, you know, it's going to take a little bit more mainstream acts and a little bit more like consistency of sound.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that was something with Warped Tour, was that it was like you had like metal bands and you had like punk bands, but it was, you know, for a lot of years mostly like mainstream rock, you know, pop punk, emo, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like Sum 41.
Yeah, you know, and
Simple Plan was here again.
like The Used was on this year.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that if Summer Slaughter were to try to move into that direction, they'd have to like rebrand. You know what I mean? Like even with this year's lineup, you had all these people coming out of the woodworks being like, "This isn't the most extreme tour of the year. This is," and it's like, come on, bro. Like they're not going to rebrand themselves because they have a more progressive metal lineup as you know the second most extreme tour of the year. Like, give me a break. But you know, I think that if they were trying to move into the direction of like doing like a Warped Tour kind of thing, they'd have to do some pretty serious rebranding.
that
I mean,
makes
they could
sense.
do it. They would just have to. It would have to be separate. It couldn't be Summer Slaughter.
Like another,
You
not-
can't see
different
Summer
name.
Slaughter and then have like pop bands on it. You just can't.
Of course,
have it.
Yeah.
And which is part of the reason people are in an Opera this year. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So you guys, your last album came out like 2 years ago, right?
Yep.
2016. You guys put out a Rush cover since then.
Yeah.
Was that last year?
Earlier this year. Yeah.
Okay. So have you guys been working on new songs lately? Like,
Yeah, we just got the final mixes today, actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
so what's the album called?
It's called Apoptosis.
Okay.
You're the first person to get that.
Yeah.
Really?
It's an exclusive.
Oh my god! Thank you guys. I'm really happy now. That's awesome. You don't know how long that goes, like with interview. Like Testament, Chuck Billy did that when he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
And Dee Snider did that too.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
There you go.
No problem, man.
You know, actually, I'm happier now that you're happy.
Yeah.
It sounds so funny. It's weird how that works.
That's always awesome. So tell me more about the album. What's the concept?
So it's not really a concept album like how Proponent for Sentience was.
Yeah.
You know, that one had a pretty, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty clear storyline. You know what I mean? You know, very much a concept album. This one is.
Has themes.
It has themes. It's like, you know, the title of the album, Apoptosis, is the scientific term for when cells like systematically die to, you know, have new cells kind of come in and replace them.
Okay.
And it's often, you know, seen in just regular like growth of tissue and, you know, growth of you know, organic materials and all that kind of stuff. And so growth is really kind of like the theme of the album. We feel that, you know, between Proponent and this record, you know, Proponent was my first record with Allegaeon. Apoptosis is going to be, you know, Brandon Michael or Boo Boo Money, our new bass player. It's going to be his new, you know, his first record. And I think that, you know, as we continue to play and grow, you know, we just are, you know, we grow, you know what I mean? We just keep getting better and better, and the music, I think, really shows. And so I kind of wanted to tie that into the lyrical concept, still keeping things scientific, you know, showing how, you know, death leads to new life in a lot of different ways, whether it's, you know, through like how forest fires do that kind of stuff, or whether it's for, you know, certain types of, you know, cellular adaptations and all that kind of stuff. But there's also a few songs on there that are a little bit more geared towards, you know, social constructs and, you know, growing as people and growing as artists and, you know, growing as a society and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit, you know, a little bit deeper, I'd say, lyrical themes than have been on previous Allegaeon records. But I think that that's, you know, just another way that we're showing that we're growing, you know?
Yeah. So I'm curious because you guys are very like your lyrics are very like science, you know, oriented. Like right there is very deep. Do you guys like have degrees in science, like any science, anything like that, or just very hobby?
Yeah, I went to school for biochemistry.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so and anything with you?
Hobbyist.
Hobbyist. Okay, awesome.
Anytime I write any lyrics,
Yeah.
which I didn't have to do any on this album, thank God.
Oh, you don't like writing lyrics?
I hate it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I absolutely loathe it.
So you just the riff master.
That's Mikey on this record for sure. No, it's a lot of research. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you find a topic that's really interesting and then you just research it and then write the album.
Yeah.
Or write the
Okay.
song.
So how many tracks do you guys have for this album?
13?
13, I want to say. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's
Or
a lot
is
of
that with
instrumental.
B-sides?
Yeah, there's a few instrumental tracks on there, classical pieces, stuff like that.
like interludes or something. Or?
Yeah.
I got 2 classical guitar pieces and then
Oh,
we
awesome.
have the first and the last track on them are instrumental. So
All right, awesome. And how long did it take you to like write and record?
it's 2 years. We're on a 2-year cycle. So
Yeah.
every 2 years we put something out.
Is that like what you want, or is that like kind of like the label or someone?
No, the label
work
doesn't
good for
really
you?
pressure us to do it. Just always seems to be when we're ready. This one, I don't know if we're just like, well, it's 2 years, we have to put something out.
Yeah,
if it's a
I mean,
self-pressure.
We're not on
maybe.
like a timed contract. It's just, it's good to be consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like having put out 4 records on, you know, every other year, to deviate from that at this point would just be kind of
Yeah, even our
silly.
EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 2008, 10, 12, 14, 16, now 18.
Yeah.
As a band, like not as a band, as a fan, I love when bands do 2-year cycles. I feel like it's appropriate. It's like the time where you start missing them, and then bam, more content.
Yeah.
You know, and then bam, there comes a tour. You know, like right thereafter. So that's pretty awesome. So where'd you guys record this?
Flatline Audio with Dave Otero again.
Where's that?
Denver. He's done all of our albums.
Yeah, except
for Form Shifter. Yeah.
He's done all of them. So
Awesome. Because of the wind. Awesome. Okay, cool. And when's this coming out?
Probably late October. We haven't announced an official release date yet, but that's what the end window that we're aiming for.
And is that coming with a tour too? Because Summer Slaughter will be over by then.
We don't have anything on the books just yet, but it's something that we're also working on.
All right, awesome. So during my show, I asked 3 random silly questions. You guys ready for that?
All about it.
fuck yeah.
All right,
Beep,
so
yeah.
Beep, yeah.
Question number 1 is ice cream cake considered an actual cake?
Yes. Oh yes. Oh, get out, Riley. It's my
man.
turn.
This is a Greg question.
Oh,
110%.
Yes.
So it's like my 2 favoriteest things put together. It's like I have been guilty of going to Baskin Robbins and dropping $40, and then, just kind of like hogging
look
over
like
the
it.
cake. Well,
Work it all off.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna simple answer.
Yes.
Answer. Yes, it counts as cake. Is it in cake form? Do you slice it and eat it often at parties or celebratory events? Then it's a cake.
See, I like that because like me and my these are the arguments me and my friends have at late at night when we're stupid, and
You know what? We should clarify because there are some ice cream cakes that are just ice cream and there's no cake in it. Is this what you're getting at?
yeah, that's what my friend was saying. So like, you guys know Carvel cake?
Yeah.
You know Carvel cake?
Yeah.
Thank God, no one knows Carvel cake. I feel I didn't know that was like an East Coast or.
I'm from the East Coast.
He's from the East Coast, so he knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so like no one, I kept asking about that. But anyway, Carvel cake, we were gonna get that for my friend's birthday.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, you have to get them like a cake. I was like, that is a cake. He's like, no, you have to actually get a real cake. And I'm like, that's when the argument started. So now I've been asking everyone.
See, it's a slippery slope, dude.
I
Because
don't know,
there's
man.
no cake if it's just ice cream.
I don't
right?
know, but that's
Yeah.
no. I don't know, man. I think
It's
that
in
like
the shape of a cake.
I think that if it is a square dessert-based treat that you cut into slices and serve to people for their birthday or their parties or whatever it might be, it's a cake.
it doesn't really matter because it's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome
I think
in my belly.
I think
Yes.
I think that the kind of person who would receive a Carvel cake and then be like, well, this isn't a cake, isn't the kind of person you need in your life anyway. So
Toxic environment. Get
yeah,
them
dude, get those people out of here.
Okay, so all right, question number 2. What's something that you would take out of your daily routine?
Take out.
Yeah, like I don't want this in my daily routine anymore.
Eating like an asshole. Can I
would
say
just say
asshole?
eating.
It's fine.
All right.
I would just say eating. I have a hard time eating a lot. So if I didn't have to eat, I would be
That's
super
crazy.
stoked.
Because like
I love food so much.
I love food, dude.
I think
I
most
just
people
eat
do.
so much of it
Yeah.
that like it just I get heartburn and then I just like I'm starting to put on weight.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I just
I-
need to not eat like such a jerk.
Sometimes I eat when I'm not hungry, so it makes it even worse.
Eating is fun.
Yeah.
So,
I have this weird like swallowing thing. I've had my esophagus enlarged, and sometimes I just can't. I can't. Not to get.
Yeah.
I won't get too graphic, but like my food just won't go down. So
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
I just can't physically eat, and it's always kind of a roll of the dice. Like a lot of times my food will get stuck
Yeah.
in my esophagus. So if I don't have to eat, then I'm totally all about that. If I didn't have to eat, that'd
Okay.
be great. I
That's
love
odd.
that.
How about
sorry,
you?
me and I want to say his name is JT from Era. We were just groping ourselves at each other while
Oh.
you were talking about food.
I mean, that's a hobby.
Nothing gets me going like
go
Greg talking
hand in
about his swallowing problem.
Groping
That's
and
so
food.
awesome. So what would you take out of your daily routine?
Eating like a jerk. Eating.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
for
what
sure.
you-
For
okay.
sure. I mean, like I would, I love food and I love eating, and
But
it's,
you would
it's
get rid of
wonderful.
it.
But I just like have no control or responsibility when it comes to it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I
hear that.
I think that I'd love to keep eating, but just not like such a. Wow, it's really hard for me to not swear.
It's okay.
I
To curse as
More
much as you want.
self-control.
Okay, well, yeah,
Replace
dude, I
the
just,
word with bear.
I just wish I didn't eat like such a piece of bear.
Makes it awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 3. What album would you make into a movie, and who would star in it?
Reign of a Thousand Flames by Rhapsody. and I think that like pre-insanity Mel Gibson would be awesome.
Like Braveheart Mel Gibson?
Yeah. I wonder if that even still counts as pre-insanity. I'm sure he was still crazy. He just like kept it collared a little better.
No one was recording him.
Yeah. But yeah, Mel Gibson in Reign of a Thousand Flames. I could see it.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I could see it.
Dude, I don't know. I think I'm going to be disappointing on this one because I have no clue.
Really?
How?
It could be one of your albums too. Anything.
No way.
Horses.
Dude,
Anything.
Planetary Duality starring Will Smith.
He's just having a really good one. I can't compete with this. I don't know. How about, Symbol of Salvation by Armored Saint starring Bruce Willis?
Okay, solid.
That is a cop-out. I just picked all
know-
these things that I liked.
You know what I thought that you were going to go with for sure? Is that it's that one Dream Theater concept record about the murder
Metropolis?
mystery? Yeah. I thought that you would go with that.
Metropolis?
Yeah. I don't know who would star though. I feel like I would be good with like Gary Oldman and Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We
Or
would need two leading men, though, for that.
Oh, what about
Gary Oldman's he's too old. I don't think he could do it.
Well, let's. I mean,
They need to be like kind of 20-somethings.
so how about what about Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds?
Ooh.
I think that would be good for Metropolis, and
I
then you
think-
could get like.
Oh, you don't need me in this interview. He has all the great ideas. I just wanted to talk about his shirt, and he's coming up with all these cool shit.
Oh, you had a solid. I'm just saying that's not bad.
Okay.
And Bruce Willis, dude. I think they just had a roast on him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
missed
so.
that. I just saw like the preview on Twitter. I was like, what the hell?
I haven't seen it, but that does sound lovely.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that.
I wonder if he would just be he's a very stoic like dude. Would he just sit there and like take it?
Yeah.
I think he's.
Yeah, I could just see his like bald head just just kind of shaking up and down like
It's like putting people on the list.
I'm gonna tag you back.
Throughout the whole roast.
Yeah.
It's like,
I remember this.
I know where
I'll
you
kill
live.
you.
Yeah.
I'll kill you
I
later.
think he will. He's gonna wait till Christmas though.
Oh shit.
Come to the coast, have a few laughs.
All right, so that was the random silly question segment. Thank you for participating in that. All right, so Summer Slaughter's at I think end of August it's over, right?
Yeah.
And so any other plans you want to talk about? Anything you want to mention?
No. We've working on the album, gonna be releasing that. We've got another tour lined up for next year that we can't really talk about just yet, but we've got
headlining support.
direct sport, or not direct sport, but yeah, sport tour. That's going to be a good one. We're working on getting another tour in the books before the year's over so we can maybe be out on the road when the album drops or close to that time.
That's what you guys aim for, right? Usually album release and tour.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of bands do that.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you want to kind of let the album steep a little bit, you know what I mean? Get people listening to it and, familiarized with the songs.
Playing like
And then,
singles and live would help, right?
Yeah.
My alarm is telling me I need to take my meds. That's what that is.
Very important stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the band Toto?
No.
Okay. Well, then never mind. It's okay.
You can ask me. You can ask me the
Yes.
question. I'll give you the right answer.
Okay, so I've been having this debate with our bass player.
Okay.
So Toto's got a lot of hits, right? Africa is like the biggest one right now. So
yeah.
So they have a couple other big hits. One of which is the song Rosanna, which is like Rosanna, Rosanna.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then another big hit they
I
have
sound stupid for not knowing that.
is Hold the Line, which is the Hold the Line, da 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 da. Love isn't always on time.
Yeah.
So.
But that's all Toto?
What
those
is
are all
the
Toto.
better song?
So
God.
between Rosanna and Hold the Line, what would you say is the better song?
Hold the line.
All right.
See, that's
Cool.
the right
All right.
answer. Yeah.
All right. Cool. I'm just trying to stack points in my favor because I say Hold the Line, but he says Rosanna, and I'm like, you are on a lot of drugs. So.
He's coming from a purely
So,
musician standpoint.
I used
not
you guys
from a
for
listener.
my ice cream question and using me for Toto. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
Thank you. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. And now this one's documented though.
Yes.
So,
We have
Yeah.
proof.
yeah.
Yeah, Toto's one of those bands that has so many hits that you've heard
You
a
just
lot
don't,
of
you
Toto.
just don't know
Yeah,
it's Toto.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, right, perfect example
It's
right
like
now.
Foreigner.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
how many tickets?
what did I do? I want to know what love is, that one?
Yeah.
Whatever. So I started singing that like really stupidly to my friend and I sent it to him. And he started sending it to everyone. So it was like all over our group chats, just me just being stupid.
That's amazing.
It's like great. My Foreigner covers everywhere now.
Yeah.
Do you guys think you're going to do a Toto cover? You guys
No.
have a Rush cover.
No, probably not. Probably not. I
I
think
think that's the thing
that
to do now
all
with
the
the
good
meme.
Toto covers have been done. I mean, we could cover Hold the Line
I would totally.
because
be down
we
with
could crush that song.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
So I don't know.
Make that your B-side.
Yeah, you might have just planted a seed. You know,
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
it's gonna be a beautiful tree.
Inspired by the Metal Tape Beer experience.
That's right.
See, what's going to happen is someone's going to hear this and beat us to it.
Oh no.
You just bleep out Hold the Line. Be like, we're gonna cover. Boop.
That'd be awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for doing this interview. Really appreciate it, man.
Thanks,
Yeah,
dude.
no problem, man.